Good morning. It is Tuesday, and it is, the sun is shining, 8:48, and I'm about to head to the park that I frequent a couple times a day. Hope you're well. Got my hat back. And having problems downloading the video. I'm doing it a little different, but I've just continued to video, probably for my own, psychological benefit. So I'm gonna head over there right now. It's not bad out. It is a little cool still. 46 according to my 44 according to my car, but hope all is well. And my new experiment here, I went back to the parking lot that I tried to the first day. That's where I am now, where I tried to straighten out this video issues, but I don't know what's going on, but I'm having a hard time downloading onto TikTok, which is that's primarily where I have a small platform. We'll get there. I haven't had another coffee. That's probably the problem. But yeah, it's just a weird. Oh, here we go again. Ill-prepared man. That's the story. Hopefully that will keep things stable. All right. Drama of life. Not really, but if you keep it to that level of drama, then that's probably not a bad thing. So, just another day videoing and seeing what, if anything, can come out of it. The sun is shining. There are some clouds. Love that. I got my back windows open because I love that air. I don't know how well it can be heard. Well, you can see the clouds on that, in the background of this video. Hopefully that comes through, because it's just blue sky is a pretty sight. It's a beautiful, one of God's most impressive decorations to this life. Impressive background and foreground to this life, which is quite a beautiful thing, actually. I mean, humans mess it up, obviously, and then some. So, but I'm retired, and I do work part-time, so to speak. And just, with age, I think you just kind of, because of Christ, ultimately, you just want to look, you just feel like looking at life in a very simple, peaceful way, as best as can be done. And that is a hard task. given what's going on in the world, what's going on in people's lives. That's where I would say, as Christians, we are, to the best of our ability, just sort of help in some way. Sometimes talking to people in depth, can just make things worse, simply because they may not understand. And we all have those dark spots, those blind spots, and just getting through the 15-mile-an-hour school zone. But we all have those blind spots, and sometimes just doing tasks, keeping it simple, complimenting, it's it just kind of, it's like they're like borders, like boundaries, borders that, the situation can remain in for peace sake. It's almost like life is to some extent, it's damage control. and it's because there's just, it's damaged. We take it for granted, sadly, but there is a brokenness to humanity, but even humanity as God's creation, and there's been help from external, powers, spiritual powers in times past, and even today. But still, mankind kind of makes it. It brings some, at least the image of order, and even some, percentage of trying to find some moral answer or standard. Go ahead. And chap go in a hurry, and we have just turned into the park, which is just, it's just a beautiful thing. So just have that light just shine. Lord, in a lot of prayer, for some reason God's just kind of had me gravitate towards this place, because I like to walk a lot, and I do try to meditate, regulate my thoughts, when I come here as well as my earthing. But it's a good, and when I walk, I tell you, there are moments when I'm like, oh my God, Lord, how much I need you. Woo! But it's kind of an Abba Father moment. It's in Galatians, and it's a term that just, I had forgotten about it, and I just recently started thinking about it. The verse in Galatians, Paul talks about Abba Father, which is just I believe, a Jewish way to say, beholding the one who created us, me and you. And don't ask me to explain how that's possible. And it's just, what's astonishing and magnificent about this life is that this is not all there is. There's something better. And right now it's just this, it's trying to reorder it, kind of remake it, which is happening and will happen in the right time. But eternally, it's established that Christ won. Christ finished the work. That's not just is just huge, and that's something to internalize. That's something to habitually in your brain. I think it's John 19:30. It is finished when Christ dies on the cross. And we now have access to that successful process. Something spiritual took place as a result of Christ dying on the cross and being resurrected. Something shook the spirit world. They weren't even the dark forces weren't even thinking about that, or else they would never have killed him. So God, the Father, just all the kids in school. There's a high school on the border of this park, and the kids are always. I park in the recreation parking lot, and pretty regularly. And the kids in the mornings, they're in that rec center. It must be like the honor students or something. I don't know. There's something going on, which is probably not a bad thing. Good Lord. Forgive my ramble. Did you even see me? Well, my feature is kind of like the weather here. That's really what was the original idea. So this may not get taped, put on a video. This video might not be seen for a while because I'm having trouble on my phone with that issue, with the last video. So it's no big deal. It's not even. It's just my little interest. It'll probably fade. But most importantly, anybody that's listening, just remember Christ won, and humbly come under those wings, that covering. And it's like, I think that's something internal, and that's something personal and private. But what a way to keep on keeping on, knowing that it's in His hands, and I'll do my best. All right then, blah blah blah.